Chris Campbell, and today we'll be looking at diatonic chords and ways in which we can practice them. So to understand diatonic chords, we need to know that diatonic chords are chords that are based from the scale, and in particular diatonic from the major scale. So if we take the C major scale, for example, right, the C diatonic chords will be based off this scale, and each degree of the scale has a chord that is built from that root. So there's a C chord, there's a D chord, there's a E, F, G, A, B, C, and so on. And how these chords are built? They are built with intervals of thirds. So if I start from the first degree of the scale and skip every other note of that scale, C, E, G, that will be the first chord, which will be a C major. So a C major is built from C, E's, and G's to create the shape. The second chord, if I go to the second degree of the major C major scale and I play, which is skipping every other note, meaning in intervals of third, that will be a D minor. And E, third degree of the scale, doing the same thing. Same thing here for the fourth degree. Fifth degree, G. Then A minor. Then B diminished. And back to C. Right, so in intervals of thirds, right? That's how these chords are built. And we can practice them as I just demonstrated, using each degree of the scale as the roots. So that's one way, right? But how about using the scale, putting the scale on top of each chord? So harmonizing the scale with the harmonies below the notes of the scale. So for example, if I take this position here, which is a higher position, I'm able to harmonize. So a C would look like this. A D minor would look like this. And I'm keeping the scale, and so we can hear that melody on top. This is what we want to hear on top. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So C, D minor, then E minor, then F, then G major, then A minor, then B diminished, and back to C. So we're using first inversion here, first inversion C, first inversion D minor, first inversion E minor, first inversion F, same thing, first inversion G, first inversion A minor, first inversion B diminished, and first inversion here. So once we have established that, we can try to practice that in different positions. So for example, I could do the same thing up here. Or right, so we could practice it various ways. So the idea is to be able to sort of get those chords as how you would move around notes, single notes. So we can be sort of fluid, in moving around. And then from there on, so you want to practice that horizontally going up on different strings. And in position, up and down the fingerboard. And once you have gotten more comfortable with that now, we can try melodies, so that can help us to, create ideas, more melodic ideas with Harmonize. So for example, let me just do something right off the bat here. You know, anything. So start creating some ideas using this concept. And we harmonized the scale a while ago using the diatonic chords in the order of C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and F. But we could also do it another way. We could also use, C major, D minor, then C again. So harmonizing this third degree here, instead of using an E minor, we can use C, but this time as second inversion, C, then F, G, and then for the sixth degree now, instead of using A minor, we could do F again, and then for the seventh degree, instead of using B diminished, we could use G again. So end up with this. So we're still hearing that scale on top. So from there on, you can just enjoy it, have fun with it. And then what you can do from there on is now add some embellishments. So for example, with this C here, I could, have this pinky here free, and I just adding, hammering on and pulling off on some notes that correspond well with that C chord. Doing the same thing here for D minor. Doing the same thing here for I can do it for C again here. Same thing for G. Or if I want to choose F here. So the chords now start to become melodies. Just like how you improvise with single notes, you can start using these smaller shapes because as they are smaller, they're easy to move up and down the fingerboard. So you sort of treat them like single note melodies as so you can use them to create ideas up and down the fingerboard. So if you enjoyed this lesson, please be sure to check out lessonface.com. On my profile, you'll be able to access PDF materials for this lesson to help you in practicing, and I also offer one-on-one tutoring online with students all over the world, and there are also some great teachers there as well. So see you again in the next one. All the best.